It was good. It was good. It's always a pleasure to be able to sit here and chop it up with you guys. We're going to break down another NBA slate. Just want to kind of look at the lineup from yesterday. I got a strong feeling that if you played the lineup from the show, you hit over the cash line, and then the lineup that I gave on Twitter also did well. Let's kind of look at it, see where I went. The only way I went wrong was Rondo. That was it. Everything was solid, man. Look at this. The T.O. guy, over 6 times value. Simmons, over 6 times value. Parsons, I mean, for what, 30 or 4,000? So that's 5 times value. DJ smashed like I knew he would. Vucevic could have did better, but 6 times value. Dunn smashed. Middleton did 6 times. Everyone came through. Except for Rondo, I scored 288 on that lineup. That was the main lineup, 288. So I think I'm over the hump again, sticking to what I believe in. The night before this, everybody chased Porzingis. He did very well. Tonight, people chased the big names like Harden, the Chalk, and Paul George, and he didn't do too well. So nights are gonna happen when chasing will either work or not work. But if you stick to the core of what we do, you'll be successful more times than not. All right. So I'm just gonna get into today's breakdown. Let me check on YouTube, see what's going on over there, see how many people I got tuning in. Do some greetings and get right into it. It's only 5 games, so I don't see too much time being spent here on this one. Check on YouTube, see what's going on over there, see how many people I got tuning in. Craig says, "What's happening, bro? What's up, man? What's up, fam? Had a good night, 3:30. Yo, Quincy, that's what's up. What's good, DRCC? Welcome." Jesse Van Cleve says, "Yo, we making some money tonight. Play it with confidence." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Envious One says, "What up, fam?" The last video I made, the lucky number was number 4. If you put number 4 into the comment section, your name was entered into the sweepstakes. My followers hasn't really been going up because you've been on a little slump. People don't want you when you're losing. People want to talk and listen and be interested when you're winning, which is understandable. That is 100. That's why people come here, to win money. So I get it. But I feel like I'm over the hump. Tonight I'm going to smash, and then tomorrow I'm going to get to that 1,000. The way that you win $500 is by commenting the video. 5 lucky numbers. If you get the number that's in my head right now, I'll put your number into a bag. I'll put your name into a bag. When I get to 1,000 followers, I'm going to pick from that bag. I'm going to pay a lucky person $50 so they can put it in their Draftkings account and win money with me. So that's it. That's that. That's my little promotion. Other people entering. Lionel said, "What's up?" Tori O-Town, Bradley Spencer, what's going on? Andre Davis, he says 70% of the time following the narrative and the chalk will kill you. I believe it. Now, some chalk I like, the obvious ones, or some chalk like, if you tell me the last 10 games, Paul George has been scoring 30s in fantasy points. But he's going to Indiana, and that's where he's from. He played there for his whole career. He's going to go off of 50. In my head, I'm like, slow down. Wait a minute. What makes this game different than the last 10 games? Well, that's where he's from. He has an extra incentive. So I'm like, wait, is he not a professional? Because this incentive should be there every night. This team is on the media, like, what's going on with them? They need to find a way. That's more incentive to win than to be going back to Indiana. The fact that you're not going to make the playoffs after you had so much high hopes and expectations. So I'm not chasing that chalk, all right? I'm not chasing that chalk. Now, if you tell me that 5 people on the Celtics are going to be out, I might want to go Kyrie. Yes, that might be obvious because, like, who else is going to provide anything for them? So certain chalk I like, certain ones I don't, all right? Now, you guys, I just see 2 comments, and I love both of them. They both are consistent with my thoughts today. LeBron all day. You got to lock in LeBron against Lonzo and how him and LeVar Ball was going at it in the media over the summer. Now, that's when you have LeBron fired up with incentive to do well, that's good stuff. This guy is the best guy in basketball, and I love LeBron tonight. And then somebody said Lonzo's in a great spot. Now, Lonzo has to support the family. He's like, yo, my dad's been feeling with this guy. And I think the coach Unlike most coach, the reason I don't follow narratives is because the coach could pull a player or have his own game plan. But the Lakers coach is feeding into all the crap, man. He's throwing Lonzo out there 40 minutes a game. He wants Lonzo to develop or whatever. So I think the coach gives Lonzo the shot that he needs, man. And that's what it is. All right. So love those comments. Love those comments. Got burned by Rondo and Kemba. Kemba will burn. Yo, I'm not even going to suggest. If you listen to my show, then you know how I feel about Kemba. Rondo, I can't go there with you because that's my boy. That's the dog's number. Kemba will burn you, man. KCP, I'm not on him. Still put up 270, but lost out on most of the money. Yep. Random questions. Are you from the same area as Mike Tyson? Yeah, Mike Tyson from my hood, Flatbush. Mike Tyson from Flatbush. I'm from Flatbush. That's a fact. Yep. Yep. He will get their patience. Think we saw LeBron dish to everyone like Harden did two nights ago. I knew Kemba was gonna burn me too. Yo. One day you guys will get the reason why I don't play people like Kemba Walker. One day you will realize it. But until then, I guess I don't know what's the incentive, what's the supporting evidence about playing Kemba Walker in this NBA for the prices they be listing him for. I mean, yeah, he goes off, but yo, you gotta get tired of those burn nights, man. When he burns, he really burns. He doesn't really even like almost burn you. He'll drop like 9. His price will be 8,500. He'll give you 25 fantasy points. Nah, man. All right, so Atlanta versus Detroit. Let's get it going. On the Atlanta side, I'm not paying 7,200. I'm not even paying for Shooter at all. But with that being said, Shooter's probably the sneakiest person tonight for this price because this price is finally back to where I'm comfortable. Shooter's gonna start being on my radar again, guys, because he's been sucky. The coach is not playing him. So he's getting minutes in the 20s. All right. These are close games. They're pulling them. Because I said they got beef right now. So his price is starting to reflect it. He's getting back into the my comfortable Shooter range. So next week, look for me to start picking on some Shooter when he gets back into the 6s. For right now, let him and his coach make up and go through whatever they go through. This is a good matchup. I like to attack Reggie Jackson defensively, but just can't go there today with Shooter. But I won't be surprised if Shooter gets into the 40s, but he's going to be so low owned because of the recent no success. So it's a good GPP sneaky play Shooter. I like it. Go for it if you're into that. But what I like even more, both of these guys, before I made the lineup that I have currently, I tried to pick between one of these two guys. I was going really balanced. But then I realized tonight's not a night I want to go too balanced, guys, because there's so much value that I love and there's so much pay up that I love. And it's not like chasing or anything. It's like I really see a reason for the value that I have and I see a reason for the pay up that I have. So I got off to the balance line and I went kind of stars and scrubs, kind of. We'll check it out. But Bazemore and Prince, I love both of them. All right. Bazemore already burned this team for like 44 points. He's only 5K. The last game, 2 out of the last 4 games, he put up 40-point games. We just really need like 30 mid-30s to be satisfied. I think he can get there against Detroit. Same could be said for Prince. He just put up 41. And all 4 of the last games, he's been right around the 30-point mark. So if I had to choose out of the 2, I'll probably do Prince for the consistency of recent days. But if I'm GPP and I'm looking for that upside, I'm going to go Bazemore because he seems to have a little more. But both of these guys are super solid, man. For 5,700, you can't go wrong. Pick anyone and be happy, honestly. And then Collins should be able to play today. If Collins, listen, he's probable. Part of me really wants to play this guy tonight, man. If I made a balanced lineup, I am 100% on Collins, okay? The only thing with Collins, though, he doesn't know how to keep his hands to himself. He fouls quite a bit. Now, if you look at the last time these guys played, 26 minutes, he already had 5 fouls, all right? And if you look at his game logs, you'll see 5 fouls, 5 fouls, 5 fouls, 5 fouls. It's a pretty consistent thing with him that he will come out and get you 2 fouls off the back. Now, yes, when he does play, he'll put up big numbers in 30-minute games. He's gonna get you mid-30s easy, but who's to say he's gonna be able to stay out there for 30 minutes? He's really foul prone, and Drummond is a big force down there. And now we have what's his name attacking the rim too, Tobias Harris. So I don't know. I don't know how good I feel about Tom Collins. And then Kavanaugh, you want to leave alone because Collins is back for one, and then his price has went up due to his recent success. So I feel like that's a sell high situation. That's it for Atlanta, man. I don't really have too much more to say about them. Detroit, again, Andre Drummond. I feel like he's in a great spot. This is his bounce back time. He dropped 54 against them. That is less than 6 times value. It's just about 6 times value for his price. Due to the recent struggles, I prefer to wait to see if it's something that he just has to shake out of, or if this is the fact that the teams are finally figuring out the game plan. Because honestly, to be 150% with you guys, I really think this guy sucks at basketball. He's not a good player. You saw it over his whole career. All of a sudden, he's having this breakthrough career. And I don't think that's the case. I just think the case is the coach was starting to use him a little bit differently, and teams had to adjust. Now the film is showing how to really bottle him in, and I think that he's probably going to head back to the Andre Drummond of last year, where every now and then he goes off, but most nights he'll disappoint you. And not sure if I want to take those risks. Not tonight, guys. Let's give it some time. Let's see where he's going, okay? Reggie Jackson against Schroeder, I like. Anybody that plays against Schroeder, I like. For some reason, though, Schroeder, the Hawks have been a little more tough for point guards because they're not playing Schroeder as much, and they're mixing up their rotation. So in 29 minutes, he already dropped 40 on them. But Reggie Jackson is not a player that we will play. He's another Kemba Walker guy. Yes, you'll get flashes, but do you really want to really put your money on Reggie Jackson? You're crazy. Avery Bradley's too inconsistent. He's not putting up the numbers that we need. Very inconsistent. Tobias Harris is probably my favorite. Pistons, they've been on a little losing streak, and I think they call upon him. They're arguably the most talented player, versatile. They lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. Every year they do that. They start off strong and then just start. But I'm not messing with any Pistons. Long story short, what's going on with Tolliver? Not messing with any Pistons. They got Tolliver's out. He went through morning practice, whatever. Not messing with any Pistons. I'm not too big on it. All right, let's see what you guys talking about. You like Lonzo because he gets minutes. The dude can't shoot. Nah, he's been shooting better. The reason I like Lonzo tonight, I love Lonzo tonight, to let it out. Yes. The reason is, like, again, for one, he calls LeBron his idol his whole life or whatever. He gets to play him. All right. But again, if you know I'm not a big narrative guy, that's not enough information to make me consider a person. For two, it's a good matchup for him. He has Jose Calderon on him. He's oversized. He's like 6'6" point guard. He's not Calderon is not touching him. All right. For three, he doesn't need points, right? And I think he will get points. When I look at Lonzo, I'm gonna get to Lonzo. When I get to that team, I'll get into Lonzo so much. I just thought it was a good spot. Taj and Ennis are 2 value players that should smash. Ennis Cantor, never. Drummond bounce back, not going there. I'm not doing that. You said he is having issues with the coach. Schroeder, yeah, that's why I'm not messing with him until they get that figured out. Until I see Schroeder's minutes back in the 30s consistently, I'm not touching him. Lonzo nearly averaged triple-double. We're hoping he can score like 15 to 20 with along with his assists. Yeah, I think Lonzo's a good look tonight. Taj and Cat, good stacks. Cat's locked, loaded, at home, good matchup. Cat's my number one play. What they call it? The beer of the day is Cat for me. I don't remember. I used to watch a show on YouTube with DFS. They used to have like a beer can of the day play or some crap. Cat. Only if Wade doesn't play on Calderon will get right out of the gym. Never play Kemba at all. Road or home, I'm not into that. Bell, Zeller, decent values, right? Not against the Knicks, no Zeller. Bell is locked loaded. Bell and Caspi as a pair, you love that. Kevin Love for 7,900. Initially, I said, yeah. But then I wanted to pay up for LeBron. I couldn't get there. But Love is in a good spot. We see what power forward's been doing to the Lakers consistently. Like, every power forward goes down there and run them out. I might come off LeBron, go to Love. I'm still thinking about that, and then kind of see what the rest of my line look like. But I don't know. I think I took the step off for Love. All them 30 points games. And he's not really getting too many minutes. They like preserving Love. They're worrying about injuries. We know that he's injury prone too, so I'm gonna be a little careful with Love. Lonzo on TV, another incentive. With Golden State News, do you like Clay or the scrubs more? Clay is overpriced right now. Still, I don't know. Let me get to it. I don't know. Lonzo will be able to drive. Cavs have no shot blockers. Good point. You think that Okafor and Zeller stack is a go tonight? Don't mess with the Knicks with bigs, man. The Knicks pretty solid down low. I've cashed 3 nights in a row. Tonight will be 4. Drummond will eat tonight. Pistons have to win this game. They just got embarrassed by Denver at home. No excuses. Drummond should feast. I agree with all your points, but guess what? He hasn't been feasting. And my concept is I don't see consistency in players. I don't play GPP. That's a GPP mindset. I need to see consistency in players, all right? Now, granted, people like Rondo was showing consistency and he flopped, but it's more chances with me to leave players that's struggling alone. So hopefully he does well for you tonight, Jared, and I want you to win. I want you to be successful. You come and watch my show. I need all my people that come and watch my show to be successful, but I'm not doing that with my USD tonight. I made lines so early this morning. What's good, bro? Jamal said, what's good, bro? In the future, can we do a safe lineup that will 9 out of 10 times cash and also take down a slate lineup? Yo, all my lineups I make, I feel like they're going to take down the slate and cash. We've been doing better, man. We turned over that slump 2 days in a row. I've made money. So I feel pretty good. I think we're good now, man. Just got to stay away from the narratives and not make a losing night change your strategy. I think that's the key. I can't trust Drummond. I'm with you, St. Case. Can't trust him. You got to wait for Okafor to see his minutes. Yeah, the coach talking about they got to earn this and earn that. I'm not into that. I'm not touching Okafor until I see what they're going to do with him. A.B. Bradley is sneaky. Yeah, I guess. I played A.B. Bradley 2 times and he got me 3 and 6 points. Larry Nance or Julius Randle? I don't know, man. Either well, that's like I don't want to say one because I don't have the confidence in either one tonight. Flip a coin, take the starter. I would say the starter. If you want me to give you a rational answer, I'll say go with the starter. If my cousin was better, how many of you would pick him up? Yo, if you can play Towns and you can play Drummond, that's not a fact. KCP lock Cavs up. KCP lock Cavs give up threes, and he's their best 3-point shooter. Okay, all right. Let's keep it going. Let's check it out. Let's see if you're right, man. Let's see if you're right, guy. Brooklyn versus New York. All right. This is my favorite part of the show when I get to sell Spencer Dinwiddie. Guys, every time Spencer Dinwiddie plays in Brooklyn, I show you this stat. And the last time it was proven again. These 2 games don't count because they were in Mexico. But outside of those 2 games, look at his home game. Washington, 40s. Atlanta, 40s. What's his next home? Portland, 40s. Guys, it is his theme to put up 40-point games at home. And his price don't go up. They keep him in that mid-6 range. All right? And even on the road, he's going to get you 30 on the road. So at home, he's getting 40, 30 on the road. He's 6K. He's locked for me. I'm loving Spencer Dinwiddie, loving him. Now, I could just feel him being a Rondo-esque for the night, but I doubt it. It's the Knicks. Nets are playing better. They're moving the ball better, and they're more successful when Dinwiddie is successful, and he's more successful at home. So if I'm a data-driven person, I got to go with Spencer Dinwiddie at home. Just that simple, all right? And then they got Stauskas. They don't have a thing next to his name, but it says it remains unclear if he's going to see his debut or whatever. I'm not playing games with those guys, man. I'm not. If anything, it's better for Dinwiddie. Get some assists, hitting them in the corner if he comes in. I don't care. I'm not into that. I'm not even going to get a headache on that today. LeVert's been pretty consistent, man. In the last 6 games, he's averaging 34 points. He showed some upside, which was fake, and then 31, 33. This upside is kind of pushing up his average a little bit. But the coach loves him, man. They've been giving him his 30 minutes run, and he's splitting it with Dinwiddie. They've been taking away Dinwiddie minutes to give it to him a little bit, but I rather Dinwiddie. Still rather Dinwiddie. I don't like to pick bench players over 5K. That's just not wise. I don't love that idea. And Hollis Jefferson has been proving me wrong over and over again, man. Everybody keep telling me play him, and he just keeps coming out and doubling, but not against the Knicks, man. Let's see. 3 rebounds against the Knicks. I don't think he's gonna do well against the Knicks. That's not his spot. I said the same thing last game. He did very well. So if you're Hollis Jefferson enthusiasm, go for it. I'm not gonna go for it. All right. And then Zeller has been super consistent, man. He's averaging 7 times value for his price. Against the Knicks, 9 minutes, 7 points. So we could say fairly good enough for a point per minute. He gets 20 minutes, he should get 20 points, man. I mean, Zeller should be what you want. Only thing is that my big man spots, I'm spending down on all the guards today. I'm not really feeling, well, I can't say that because I got some high priced guards, but my bigs are pretty good to go. And I don't have space for Zeller, and he's in a bad matchup. I don't really love Zeller. Plus, Okafor might or might not. The whole Nets big situation is a mess. All right, let's get off of that game, man. Let's get off of that game. Too many. We gotta mess with the Knicks now. We gotta talk about the Knicks. My bad. Jared Jack, I do like, but let me tell you guys, Spencer Dinwiddie plays defense. Believe it or not, he does. He's a decent defender. He's so good at defense that he gets racked up with all these fouls when they're not even fouls. I actually watched the game, but the guy gets called for so many fouls. It's unbelievable. When you look at his game log, you'll see a lot of fouls. 5 fouls, 4 fouls, and a lot of them he doesn't touch them. He doesn't touch the play. It's crazy. But nobody on the Knicks are that aggressive to impose any foul trouble on him anyway, so I'm not worried about it. But maybe Porzingis try to force his will. Before he shouldn't be guarding Porzingis. I don't see him. Sometimes he gets a little bit, and that's what the coach yells at him on Dinwiddie. He wants to play a lot of help defense and try to help the bigs and get some silly fouls. Like let the bigs back you up. If you lose your man, trust that Hollis Jefferson got you on the paint on the recovery. So that's his little issue. But nonetheless, Jack I like. A strategy that I was going to employ was pairing up Jack with Nidakalina. That way, for what, $8,200, we'll have the entire guard situation for the whole game. And what's that, 48 points? He's been averaging 22, and he's been averaging 20. So that's 40 points. They've been averaging over 5 times value. We see that they both will get you into the high 20s. Just that they both have some concerning flaws. More so Nicolatina, like 16, 12, and 17. You don't want to pick them on a day when they're gonna. Now I say that they're on the road, but they're really not. Literally, Barclays is 20-minute train ride. If with no traffic at midnight, I can't say it's a 15-minute drive because New York City traffic. It's not a 15-minute drive, but if it's like 2 in the morning and you're driving from Madison Square Garden to Barclays, you can get there in about 10, 15 minutes. They're that close to each other. So the fans for one team can easily go to the other game. In other words, that's what I'm saying. It's not hard for them to do it. But with that being said, I just didn't go with that pair. I actually left both of them alone anyway, honestly. Tim Hardaway out. Courtney Lee for 5K against the Nets. I like it, but they've been going away from Courtney Lee. I get it. He got 40 minutes against the Lakers, I guess, for I don't know why. But the guy that I like the most on the Knicks, that people are not really sleeping on, and he has a very good matchup, and he's cheap. This guy is the new Courtney Lee. Remember, I introduced you guys to Courtney Lee, okay? I introduced you guys to Courtney Lee when he was still low 3K, and now he's 5K. This guy that I'm going to introduce you to, he's not going to become 5K because once Tim Hardaway Jr. gets back on the court, he's going to be, well, he might be 5K before 2 weeks because 2 weeks is a long time from now. Doug McDermott, guys, when I introduced Courtney Lee, people were so skeptical. Oh, why go Courtney Lee? Listen, Doug McDermott is averaging 30 minutes per game, 20 points. He's averaging 6 times value. All right? He showed some 30-point upside twice out of the last 4 games. And he just had his off game against the Lakers, who seems to play a little defense on the wings, all right? We got, all right? Lakers was a tough matchup for him. Brooklyn is not. He's going to get 30 minutes. He's taking 11 to 13 shots, guys. He's taking a lot of shots. When he's ready, he can go and grab rebounds. Against this same team in 20 minutes, he put up 20 points already against them. And now he's playing 30 minutes because of Tim Hardaway's situation. Don't miss out on his value tonight, all right? Don't miss out on his value tonight. You're going to need his value, and he's going to be so low on a lot of people. I don't know. I guess the radar, people look. If it's one thing I'm better at than most, is these sneaky little values. I live in New York. I watch the games. This guy won me money over the weekend. I don't know if you remember, but I had him this night when he played Chicago. I think it was Sunday. He played Chicago. I had him that night, and he went off for 28. And I remember him pushing me in the money. I was lit. Excited about it. Don't miss out on this tonight. You're going to need him in this up-paced game. This is his spot. This is what he loves. Go ahead and mess with some McDermott tonight, guys. Trust me, man. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. And that's it. Porzingis, not for 9K, man. I don't know if y'all know this, but Porzingis' price went from low 8s to a whole $1,000 jump. And I get it. He just dropped 66 against the Lakers, who are giving up to power forwards like no tomorrow. To do that, he had to score 37 points. I don't think he can do that consistently. To give him the most credit, I see a line like this one for 52 points. But because of lines like 32 and 28, I want to use some caution. Now, to be honest, in only 30 minutes, he already did 50 against his team. And he's getting more than 30 minutes. He's getting 40 minutes now. So with that stat in mind, it's fair enough to say that he's in a good spot, and he's already shown that he can do well against his team. Just not big on Porzingis for 96. Initially, I was, but that's almost 10K, yo. Are we really putting Porzingis in a 10K league now? Like, his ownership is gonna be up because people chase when you have a good game, especially when you have two good games. People chase that, but to me, that means he's due for a bad one. And just not too confident about Porzingis. All right, just not feeling that, man. Just not feeling it. Just not feeling it. You're ready. KCP top 3. Dogs them. Not for 6K. KCP is overpriced. LeBron will ball. I like Lonzo, but he will not have a good game. With LeVar and Magic there, LeBron will make a point with the rookie, just how he did with Ben Simmons. I agree. I got LeBron on my team, but I also have Lonzo on my team, sir. What's good, fam? Sean Ross, what up, man? I like Detroit versus Atlanta. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't care for it, honestly. Clarkson and KCP are in better spots. All right. Dinwiddie a lock at home, of course. Yes, locking Dinwiddie. As soon as I looked at the slate last night, I locked him in. I'm at work and watching your video, bro. You got to put some respect on my name. Janar Kasinglam, respect on your name, all right? I said KCP was smashed earlier. Dinwiddie a lock. Stack Knicks Nets game with LeBron. It's not a bad idea. It's a high-pace game, a lot of scoring. That's a good strategy, good way to start. KCP is pricey for a guy who's sitting in the corner. Yeah, I'm not into the 6K KCP. KCP is 6K, guys, but hardly no upside. Yeah, I'm not on that. Bradley, I'm 100% with you. LeBron, Dinwiddie, D-Wade, Love, all locks. That's a good 4, but be careful D-Wade. He's game time decision. Din and LeVert. LeVert's been showing some flashes, man. To put them both in, I think that's overkill, but it's a good consideration. One already go off and one to be borderline. But LeVert, I'm not a LeVert guy. I haven't seen enough yet. I don't know if you can do that with LBJ because Porzingis is in a nut spot. I don't get it. Look at Frank Nitty for the value. Yeah, I like it. Too many 9K guys in good spot. Porzingis is way overpriced. I agree, 100%. In regards to Kevin Love, I'm not trying to pull a race card as I'm white myself, but I generally don't roster white guy in my lineup. Michael, you funny. I wish Gabe Santana was in here right now. Yeah, I wish Gabe Santana was in here right now. That was a good one. Oh, man. I don't have any comment for that, man. I'm not. It's a lot of racial tension in America. I don't feel like I better come on here and talk about white and black. I pick talented players in my lineup. Talented players, man. Players that's in good spot and talented. I got a couple white people. I got Doug McDermott, so he's white. Frank a lock. I won't say a lock, but I see the vision. White man can't jump. Doesn't Brooklyn and Knicks play in the same building? No. Brooklyn plays at the Barclays on Atlantic, on the corner of Atlantic and Atlantic Avenue and Flatbush. All right. It used to be a little railroad right there. It used to be right across from the big clock. That's my hood. That's my spot. I loved it. Love Brooklyn. Knicks plays at the most famous arena, the arena, what do they call it? The world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Different buildings, buddy. Michael Richardson, you funny as hell for that. You don't do Hoosier's lineup, huh? You do the NBA Jam. My lineup for today is Dinwiddie, Bell, LeBron, Caspi, Cauley Stein, Barea, Harrison Barnes, Klay Thompson. That looks more FanDuel, if I'm not mistaken. Lovin Clarkson. I want to get to all your comments tonight, guys, because that's what helps us win. Everybody's input. Lovin Clarkson plays so good in the first half. Doug McBuckets. Like, gotta love Doug McBuckets today. Doug McBuckets or Caspi. I got both. I got both in my lineup. LeBron my only pay up tonight, though. All right. Just because a player's name doesn't look right in certain tier doesn't mean they aren't worthy of their price. Marcos, solid lineup. J. Jack going back to Brooklyn. Oh yeah, that's true. That is a revenge game for him. They dropped him after he broke his leg. That's messed up. If Crab is out, definitely playing LeVert. Again, I'm not very big on LeVert. Bazemore just snapped on the Cavs. Jeff Green to play? Yes. Bembry sneaky, didn't really lock. I would say LeBron with D-Wade, just sure. Durant or LeBron, point per dollar. I trust LeBron more in this matchup. This is my old neighbor, Brooklyn. Durant lower owned. BK for life. I have so many Laker guys that will go big versus Cleveland. Did you mention Prince? Yes. I said I like Prince and Bazemore. It's hard to pick one. Bazemore for the upside, Prince for the consistency, but they both should hit 6 times value tonight. I like both of them, yes. Prince has the better matchup too. Bazemore got to deal with A.V. Bradley. Prince, they say that Prince matchup is in the green. So Prince I do love. Yep, City Rabbit. If you like Prince, go for it. Any love for Frank Mason? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. His price is starting to go up. Don't play Bazemore. Dudes is ultimate hit and miss. Yeah, Prince is a good spot. I want some of that Kings value. Pivot off for the GS value. Nah, I'm not messing with no Kings value. I'm messing with the Golden State value. With no Draymond and no Zaza, I'm into that whole bigs for Golden State against that good matchup. You can't fade that. No matter how you put it, you can't fade it. Cleveland versus the Lakers. Let's start with the Cleveland. Now, initially, I was on Kevin Love, right? Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, my God. Lakers been giving up so much points against power forwards. But then he hit me like, ding, 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 ding. Kevin Love starts at the center. The real power forward is not Kevin Love. The real power forward is LeBron James. And for that reason, LeBron James is locked and loaded on my lineup today. LeBron James is a beast, all right? He's averaging over 5 times for his value. I know I look for 6 times value, but 6 times value is 72. He got to 70 once. I considered this twice. 3 times in the last 10 games. And he has, whenever he goes against rookies that's supposed to be the future, quote unquote, he kills them. He went to Philly and gave them 70. All right. He went to Sacramento, dropped a 70 bomb there. He went to Charlotte. That's not really a young team, but look for LeBron. He's flirting with triple-double every night, man. Look at this stuff. Look. I don't have to sell LeBron to you guys, man. He's very expensive, but it's only a 5-game slate, which makes it one of the more shortest slates. So you either have to have LeBron, Westbrook, Harden. When these kind of players play on these type of nights, you got to pick them because they will break the slate and you will miss out. You want them. You want LeBron in your lineup. Go ahead and lock in LeBron for the money, man. Point guard, Calderon has been showing some flashes. All right, he's averaging 15, which is over 5 times value. 25, 19. Ooh, look at his flaws. We don't want that. Alonzo plays defense, believe it or not. Alonzo, on some players. I wouldn't say he's a defense, but I think he's a better defender than an offensive player, right? As far as scoring. So let's get off of that. We're not big on that. D-Wade questionable. We're not playing games with them. Jeff Green, someone asked about. If you're averaging almost 6 times value, I like you. All right. Just that you have some nights where you have to give us 13, 15, 17. We don't like those. But for the most part, you're in the 20s. With no D-Wade, I feel like your usage will go up. Your shots been more up. With that being said, though, the Lakers on the wings are playing good defense. He's a wing player. Be careful. If you look next to his name is Red for a reason. He's a wing player. The same thing that slowed down McBuckets. If you look at McBuckets, he started going on a little tear. He's getting to 30 minutes. In the Lakers, he took a dent. Now he's going to get back on his tear today. The inverse of Jeff Green is same thing. The Lakers is just not what you want to mess with on the wings. I feel like a combination of KCP, Ingram, I guess, and Nance, and then Kuzma plays no D. So that might help for him coming off the bench. I just don't know. I'm not big on Jeff Green today like that. I don't think he's a lock. And then Kevin Love, he'll start off halftime. You think you're gonna take down the slate. Oh shit. Halftime, Kevin Love's at 30. This game, he was at 30 at halftime, yo. And then the second half, he gave me 7.5. I'm not into that. So LeBron James, and that's it. LeBron James, Tristan Thompson. If you're trying to get tips on who not to date in the industry, then you go to him. He'll tell you he tell you to date, just stay away from them. Right? If you date a Kardashian, you're retarded. Simple. I'm not picking you. Any athlete that dates a Kardashian, I would never roster them into my lineup. If they ever been rumored to touch a Kardashian, if there's any rumors to them being interested in a Kardashian, I'm like, whoa, red flags. That's red flags right away. Let's get to the Lakers. Let me make my case for Lonzo, guys. All right, Lonzo Ball does not ever put up a consistent back-to-back 40-point game. Okay, it's normally like every other game he'll be in the 30s. Look, 50, 30s, 39, 20. 36, 20, 10, 40, 20, 40. I like him tonight, guys. I like him tonight. He has so much to prove. He's going to get 40 minutes tonight in this matchup, okay? The only time they really pull him is when it's like a blowout situation and he's not doing too good, like Charlotte, Houston. This Denver game was a blowout situation. I don't see Cleveland blowing them out. Cleveland has not really blown out anybody. Cleveland has Sacramento keeping it close with them. Cleveland has not blown out anybody. I do not play Lonzo Ball. If you follow my podcast, you know I do not play Lonzo Ball. Day before yesterday, I told you guys, listen, play Lonzo. He's playing the Knicks in Madison Square. I was all in on Lonzo Ball. Very strange of me, right? And what happened? He gave us 40. Today, I'm all in on Lonzo again. You got to play Lonzo in this situation, man. I feel it, man. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling Lonzo in this situation. I like Lonzo in this situation. I'm feeling it. There's nothing else I could say, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Love Lonzo in this situation tonight. All right. And I like a lot of his teammates too. For 6,500, Ingram is in a good spot. There's no two guard that on the Cavs that can hold him. I see 36 to 40 again for Ingram tonight. I just don't pick Ingram. I feel it. Ingram is like the same I feel about old boy in Charlotte, where like, yo, you can get me 40 and 38 and 50. So that means you're a pretty good basketball player. Why the 22s and 27s? There's no excuses for that. Why are you shooting 2 for 12 from the field? Why when you can shoot 12 for 21? You know what I mean? Because you're a second-year player and you're still growing, and I get it. All right, whatever. The difference with Rondo is, yes. Another thing is, the last 3 games, look at his jump shot. 40%, 40%, 40%. Look at his three-pointer. 50%, 32. So, look, 40%. His shot's been better. I'm telling y'all, man. I want to start looking at some Lonzo, man. I'm not a big Lonzo guy, but I like him. Ingram is in a good spot. KCP for 6K is a fade. Yeah, you can go ahead and chase that 41, but look under that 41. Oh, he's too cheap for a guy who stands in the corner. Yeah, all right. Not messing with that. Not messing with that. Clarkson. I like to pair Clarkson with Lonzo. This game, he had 20 at halftime. Again, I was excited because I had him and Kevin Love in my lineup, and they both had smash values at halftime. I'm like, oh, I'm about to take down the night. And in the second half, they went to Lonzo, and that's Lonzo's team. As a matter of fact, he already showed some frustration. He's like, I don't know why at the end of these games they keep letting Rondo. He's not getting the minutes toward down the stretch. The coach is not doing it. So he's upset about it, whatever. Kuzma's been crazy consistent. He's averaging 6 times value in the last 10 games. 30, 37, 43, 30. So I'll go Kuzma over both Ingram and just that he comes off the bench. But wings against this team gives it up. I'll go Kuzma as my favorite Laker outside Lonzo. Kuzma. Julius Randle, I don't know. And then their center's been pretty good, man. He's starting off these games strong. And he's too cheap. But he's not getting minutes down the stretch. So unless those 3-pointers drop for him that he likes to take, you're gonna have a long night. And that's why his price is down, huh? And that's how I feel about that game, man. Ugh. That's how I feel about that game. You guys are active today. I got a lot of people watching. It's good. I thought I fell off the map, man, for my little struggles. But nah, you guys are ride or die, man. I like it. We're over the hump, though. We had 2 solid days. Bembry is a sneaky. Come on. This is what you guys talk about. I might have to skip over some of these comments. Shooting guard light up the Cavs on the regular. That's a fact. Bazemore just snap. Bembry, I'm not touching. Especially with Collins coming back, I'm not into that. I think I read all this. I think Dallas will keep it close. Me too. I love Wes Matthews on my team today too. Anyone for a head-to-head, send me an invite. Football. What's good, fam? Just got off work. It's a TV game. LeBron will show out. Lonzo going to lock down Carter Wong. Lonzo's going to be shaking like a stripper. Lonzo couldn't lock down a wet paper bag. Okafor is definitely hit and miss. Okafor? I'm not messing with that situation, man. I'm telling you, Lonzo always goes off in these big games. That's a fact. Lopez has been hitting value. Yes, he does. But if you watch him play, he's aggressive, rebound and assist. KCP not a lock? Nah. Harden dated a Kardashian. But Harden repented from his curse. He admitted that I had to get rid of that. That wasn't real. The curse is real. And you notice Harden's success. Since Harden left Kardashian alone, he's been in the MVP. He's been in the MVP. But you're right, though. Good call out. I do pick on Harden, and he definitely dated a Kardashian. So what I said is false. You be chatting. I seen you roster Harden. Yeah, that's a fact. You guys got me. You got me, man. You got me. Blake learning about that Kardashian curse the hard way. Silly rabbit. Thompson got Harden's leftovers. Keyword flirting. I think he hit that. He getting a triple-double. I don't blame Tristan. Have you seen? Man, everybody got a big butt in Hollywood, man. You can go buy it. It's cheap. It's a couple $1,000. You can get that. Personally, and this is honest to God, guys, I would not touch a Kardashian. I swear to God. Yeah, I swear to God. All right. Now, if you get me some old Maya from that from back in the day, Case of the X, yeah, I'm all over that. All right. But I'm not touching any Kardashian. I swear to you. I don't care how much fame and notoriety I would get from it. I'm not touching the Kardashian. I like that Victoria's Secret girl. I keep forgetting her name. It's a couple ladies in the industry I wouldn't touch though, man. Trust me. I'm playing cash. Maya is my favorite. My favorite MILF. Maya. Oh man, I always like Maya. You just need to stop going after girls with fake booty. You know, I'm not really big into that either. That's why I like Maya. You know, Maya nice and trimmed and slim and just nice. That's my style, man. I'm not into this whole big old thing. It's not even bound. It's mad firm and like water balloons. It's not even like it's not doing what I needed to do when I'm hitting it. You know what I mean? I would not touch Nicki Minaj. No, I'm not touching that. If Lando goes off, then Coxon ain't getting. I'm not touching Nicki Minaj, man. Would you rather have Taylor? What? I missed it. I think I'll do something with some Taylor Swift pancake. I'll touch that. I don't mind if you go fake. Just don't look silly. Love Ingram. All right, back to basketball. He must have burned you. Why there's so many girls with real big booties? Why would you pick Swift? Anyone Give it a like. Powell or Jang? Powell. With no Draymond down there, I'll say Powell. Back to basketball. Kleber. Kyle Kuzma is a must play. Too cheap. The way he's been playing, I agree. That's my favorite Laker outside Alonzo. Wesley Matthews, lock loaded, ready for me. Need two of Nicolina, McDermott, and Caspi. Go McDermott and Caspi. I'm playing both of those in my lineup. City Rabbit. Matthews and Caldwell. I don't know about Caldwell. But you do FanDuel, so I mean your situation might be a little different case. I like Matthews and Yogi in the same line. I don't trust Yogi ever. Barea definitely got too expensive. Yogi or Kuzma? Are they the same price? I don't really do Yogi, honestly, man. Bro, you can fade LeBron if you get the right values and put the right minds in there. Cat is money. Porzingis should be no Porzingis. Well, I pay up for Porzingis. I'll pay another $2,000 to get LeBron. That's for sure thing. And I got Cat in my lineup. All right. Also, don't sleep on KD. Barnes and West can't guard him. Barnes played decent defense. Barnes revenge game. Any narrative to that? Adriana Lima, thank you so much, Spencer. I love that girl so much. I love that girl so much. Why is she so fucking beautiful? Oh my God. Jen for 3,800. Why would anyone fade LeBron in cash? I don't know. Hell yeah, Maya is fine. Love Maya. Love Maya. Rest in peace, Chris Humphries. He's not. Cat and Porzingis gonna fail y'all any day with 30. Not Cat at home in this matchup. Not tonight, at least. Not tonight. I loved Free. Oh, Free. Oh my God, Free. Free wasn't even all that beautiful. She just had that vibe that made you just like, oh, could you just be my wife? See, like Free, like all these ladies I'm naming, I would just hit because they industry people. But Free, I would bring home and just, baby, you can just be here. Just relax, get comfortable. Free had that vibe, man. Her personality was like no other, man. Loved it. I just Googled images of Maya. I'll be back in a minute. Now that was funny. You guys are crazy on here talking down on Porzingis and Cat, especially Porzingis though. Do sell whatever balloon. Do sell water balloons. Yeah, man. I'm not into that. I don't like that. I don't like that feel. The winning lineup won't have LeBron in it. My cash lineup will, I'm sure it's gonna win. Exactly, Jared. I think they both do well. Got Durant, Cat, and Bron in the FanDuel lineup. Swing for the fence. Yeah, that's pretty big. We talking cash though. Yeah, I'm a big cash guy. I'm not really big on the GPP play. Matthews get Clay D. Doesn't he? He does, but I'm not concerned. But no Dennis Smith. He's kind of taking over those little scrubs. Barnes revenge. They took KD over him, huh? I'm not big on that, man. Let's get back to it. Are we up to that game or no? No, Minnesota versus Sacramento on the Minnesota side. Jeff Teague. Never for 6K. I mean, Jeff Teague, he's showing some consistency, but then he'll get you, 2019, you're like, why? Why? You don't want to pick that night where you might go off. Jimmy Butler has become the dogs, them guys, and because of his great play as of late. But I'm not going there tonight. Now, he's averaging 6 times value, so it's very hypocritical for me to say don't play Jimmy Butler tonight, right? But for one, he just went into overtime day before yesterday. Same thing for Cat, so you can't use that as an excuse. But what even more concerning for me is that Sacramento has been really playing very, very good basketball against guards and wings. Very good basketball. So I think this is the spot where he cools down just a little bit. Let's get his price back down into like the 7s, right? Where he just came from 8 to 87. Let's get him back around the 8 mark, which I don't think is going to happen, especially if he does well tonight. But yeah, I'm not paying 9K for Jimmy Butler tonight. Sorry, I don't feel too good about it. But he is inducted into the crew. He is the dogs them. But better matchup, yes. All right, but let's look at Karl Anthony Towns and why I love him so much, okay? Let's take a look at his splits. When you're averaging 10 more points at home, I like you, okay? Then he's playing Sacramento, who does not rebound the ball. And he's scoring, all right? 3 days in the 50s in a row. When guys do stuff like that, I get worried because I'm like, yo, he's due for a game. And tonight might be the night. But Worst case scenario, I think I'm looking at mid-40s. And 5 times value, I won't be too pissed off. But at home, I don't see him not doing well against this team. All right. I got Cat in my lineup. I see the vision. Sacramento's a team that I've been picking bigs against all year, and it's been doing well for me. And I don't see why not keep that going with Karl-Anthony Towns today. I like Karl-Anthony Towns. And that's pretty much it. On the Sacramento side, I don't have anybody. But who I do like, if I was to pick, a lot of people like De'Aaron Fox, rightfully so. Teague plays no defense. Just like this guy with 12, 10, and 10, that makes me cringe. If you're a GPP guy and you like to pick these guys when they're in the right spot and hope that they go off, then give it a shot. But I'm not big on De'Aaron Fox for that reason. It's just risky. It's risky business. Buddy Hield's been having a good stretch of games, but he kind of cooled down. This could be a bounce back spot for him. But Jimmy Butler might have something to say about that. No Bogdanovich. Zebo. You know, the last game when they had him for 7K, I thought that was too expensive. And 68 is too expensive, especially with Cauley-Stein back. And he got to see some Taj Gibson. You don't want to do that. All right? I didn't talk about Taj Gibson. I'm going to go back to him and see how I feel about him in a minute. Cauley-Stein, I love. Any bigs against this team, I love. All right? So Cauley-Stein is worth a look, guys. That's my favorite king is Cauley-Stein. If I do pick a king, it'll be Cauley-Stein. I love Cauley-Stein, especially if they put him back in the starting lineup. I do love him. All right? And then to look at Taj Gibson for 6K though. No, not for 6K. Not when your ceiling is 6 times value and you only hit that like once. Nah, get off that Taj, man. Get off that Taj. Keep it moving. Zach Randolph might have something to say about that. Don't do Taj Gibson. Don't do it to yourself, guys. All right, don't do it. It's Cauley-Stein over Taj for the cheaper price. Taj is a lock every night. Not for the price I just seen, man. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. No Beasley Cole. No. Barnes revenge. They took care. Yeah, Barnes ain't vengeful. He said Barnes ain't vengeful. I feel you. I'm not into. I mean, Barnes good. He's a go-to guy, but I don't know. I don't know about Barnes. I ain't touching any revenge narratives after last night. I've told you that. They'll plan out something in a good matchup on a hot person. Yes, like Oladipo, I almost went to, but when I saw 9,400, I'm like, yo, nah, don't do the Oladipo for 9,400. Almost did that the last minute. I'd have been so pissed. But that's a good one. He's in a decent matchup. That was a good narrative. At home, it sucks that he lost to the Thunder because that was the spot where he's supposed to stand up. Butler or Cat? I'm doing Cat. I'm not doing Butler. Barnes has been trash. Yep. He's got booed. Barnes won't because they traded him. Yeah, the Kings play defense at that position. I don't like it. Gibson at 5.9 is looking extremely nice. What? Nah. Yeah, Taj is nice at that price. What? 6K Taj one? That's the highest he's ever been. What are you talking about? Like, that's not a discount? You guys are talking like that's a discount. Let me click on Taj for a minute. Oh, he's been in the sixes. But he doesn't. It's a reason his price is going. Oh, he had a 43 game here. Okay, I see. I get it. Yo, leave Taj Gibson. Oh, he had a 40 here. Leave Taj Gibson alone, man. Leave Taj Gibson alone, man. Miss cash by 2 points. Yeah, that hurts. I'd rather miss it by 50 than 2. Taj is a lock every night. Tim Coach plays us. Well, you might as well play Drummond if you're playing Cat for upside. Cat got more upside than Drummond, Mr. Neo. What are you talking about? For the same price, Cat to get you more upside. Drummond, I'm good. I'm good off Drummond. I see we got the same taste, bro. That makes me feel good. If somebody thinking like I'm thinking, I mean, I'm thinking right. Minnesota starters play a lot of minutes. Yep. For me, LeBron, Bell, and Thompson. Ingram shows up for the big games. Kings are terrible on the road. Stein and Taj, good plays. I love Stein more than Taj. Been a fan since 89. I think Taj gets 40 plus in this matchup. Easy 7 times value. All right, go for it. If that's how you feel, go for it. Zebo don't give up a lot of points like that though. He be kind of right. I have a feeling the bench for Minnesota will get the last 8 minutes of the game, aka blowout. No Bonds, Jimmy Butler. I'm not feeling Jimmy today, yo, bro. If I win that GPP tonight because of that McDermott advice, then I'm sending a little USD your way. Facts. Yeah, man, you got it. Hell no, that is not the highest he's been. I'm so glad I faded Paul George yesterday. Revenge my ass, yeah. 40 minutes for Taj. I mean, go for it, man. Go for it. If y'all like Taj playing, I'm not doing that. Sacramento's the second worst against power forward in the last 5 games because they've been playing a lot of I don't know. I don't know why. I know that Cardi Stein was out for the last 5 games, so their rotation's a little off, but I don't know. Fade the Pistons. They are trash right now. Yeah, exactly. I'm not messing with the Pistons until they show some amends. In terms of DK points allowed, Todd's getting minutes, man. 5.92. Go for it, man. Cat's been trash all year now. He has 2 to 3 games in a row. He's the best. Nah, I don't play cat like that. If you follow me, you know that I don't really like Cat and Lonzo, but in good matchups, I pick on them 100%. You disrespecting all my dogs them tonight, son. Just don't know. I don't know about these prices of some of these guys. Let's get to this last game. Golden State versus Dallas. Damn, I got 3 players from this game? Well, 2 of them are obvious, right? There's no Draymond, there's no Zaza. So I'm locking in Jordan Bell, all right, and Caspi. That showed to have worked, and I think it will continue to work. I don't see why not. So let's get some Bell. Let's get some Caspi. My son Gabe don't like Caspi, but for 3,500 and you might get the start, I gotta pick you. All right. Get some Bell and Caspi. Oh, I got a lot of late night hammerage. Let's get some Bell and Caspi. Just feel good about that, all right? And then let's see what else we want. Steph Curry out. Livingston getting a start. He's a bum. Leave that alone. Klay Thompson for 6,900 against Dallas. Wes Matthew. In 28 minutes, he put up 33. I feel like his usage will be up. For some reason, Klay Thompson does better when KD is out. But what we're seeing is when Steph is out, he's not doing as well. So if Steph plays and KD is out, I love Klay Thompson. When Steph is out, I don't love Klay as well as much. That's my take on that, and that's the trends that I've been seeing. Klay does better with Steph and no KD, just like when before the trade. He's doing great. Since the trade, his numbers every now and then, kind of flake off. Now, Andre Iguodala has been solid, man. 6 times value most nights. He got some 30-point upside. Only one night he disappointed with his 11. But other than that, 24-24. With those guys out, I think they need him. In 24 minutes against this team, he did 19. He's playing 30 minutes now, so he could probably do a little more. I don't hate him, but I still prefer starter and Wesley Matthews. KD for 11K is not a bad consideration. If we get 51 for that price, I'm pissed off about that. He was one rebound shy. Dallas gives up a lot of rebounds, so I see him getting the rebound that he needs. In 33 minutes, he only got 47, but that's with the less usage. I think the 2 good games, like, again, it's all about filling in roles that guys don't know how to scout. The scouting reports are out. They know how he's playing. They know how Golden State's using him. So I think they're better prepared, honestly. But, guys, believe you me when I tell you, when 2 teams have injury issues and they are in a high pace-up game, a nice contrarian play of the night is to stack this last game right here. All right? It's to stack this. I'm gonna if I cleared this out, I would not lie to tell you. I would do a lineup like Klay Thompson, Durant, Iguodala. I saw one is Caspi, Iguodala. Where he at? Get some Iguodala. I will run over to the Dallas side. I'll throw some Yogi, some Some Dirk. You can't forget Dirk. I'll throw some Dirk. Some Bonds for that price is even worth it. I'll throw some Bonds and some Wes Matthews. It's worth it, man. Trust me. This game right here only have one play-up player, but they have to play. They have to play 48 minutes and only one pay-up player. So why not attack that, guys? I'm telling you, it just hit me like eureka. Like, if it's a whole game, when you look at most games, right? Let me show you something. If we take, let's come off of this game. Let's look at this game, right? There's arguably two pay-up players. When we look at this game, one pay-up player and a five. That's a good game to stack too. All these games are stacked. So that might be a game like this. A lot of expensive, a lot of high-end players. Game like this, 9A, a lot of mid-price players. But a game like this, the two pay-up players injured. So just start at the top of the list. Get some KD, get some Clay, some Bonds, some Barea, some Wes Matthews, get some Yogi, get some Dirk. And then, you got to pick from another game. Find somebody for 5,900 like Taj Gibson that y'all love, right? And I'm telling you, this is a very, very good strategy tonight because they're so injury depleted. That's why everybody picked Harrison yesterday. Both of these teams have so much injury stuff going on that why not? Why not stack the heck out of it? But for my purposes, I'm going to refrain from such craziness, but I don't hate it. If I was making a couple lineups, I'll do some stacks on that game, honestly. But, yeah, I went ahead and threw in Wesley Matthews on Dallas. Yogi has been solid, don't get me wrong. For that price, he's averaging, 34-24, but I think those are fake, man. I think he comes back down to earth. I'm not a big Yogi guy. Who I do like is Wes Matthews, all right? He'll get you up to 30s with some safe 28, 30s. And these are tough matchups for his position, some tough matchups. What is he doing to get that? He's scoring mid-tees to 20s, which I think he can do consistently. He's getting assists. He's getting rebounds. And I think with no Zaza and Draymond, some rebounds will be around for him when KD misses. I like it, man. I like it. Like Wes Matthews. I don't know. I just like Wes Matthews for that price. I do like Barea. Even for that 5K, I'll play Barea. I'm pretty solid on Barea getting to 30 tonight. No doubts about it. Love Barea. Don't be intimidated by that price. Love Barea tonight. Love Barea. Bonds for 6,700 is a little much. I don't know. I can't say that. Love Dirk. Don't be intimidated by the Dirk, man. Dirk. San Antonio is a different beast than these guys. Dirk will get you 24, 6 times right. This is a nice game to stack. As a matter of fact, I might throw some money in my account and mess around with a stack from this game right here. I see the vision. I'm going to stack this one. Just because LeBron is chalking, if he doesn't do well, I got a contrarian lineup. All right. See, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do it right now live for you guys. I just got to find the type of contest that I want to do that in. That's my lineup, guys. You guys see it. That's what I'm going with. Bigs versus Kings. I know that. True, Neo, LOL, Cat Trash. I still want 6 times. No LeBron for me. I stick by the rule you taught me, bro. I hear you, Scotty. Man, that lineup is scary in cash. I get Caspian Bell, but McBuckets is scary. Nah, I'm telling you, McBuckets tonight is what you want. I told you. I'm telling you, man. That Golden State game is the only game giving me trouble. I like Caspian Bell, though. It's a 5-game slate. Bell and Caspi love that. Attack the Mavericks at the 4 and 5 position. A 50 bug will be nice. Nicolatina, Dinwiddie, McDermott, James, Towns, Caspi, Bonds. Nice. Check out Bembry. I'm gonna give Bembry a look in a minute. We so heard of Draymond starts last minute. Nah, they already ruled him out, man. I'm not into that. I'm not into that tonight with these guys, man. You've got me a lot. You've got me on a lot of Wes Matthews. Talk me out of it. I love Wes Matthews, man. I take Nicolatina over McDermott. Yo, man, do what you want. And you don't need that much from them. So if they get 25 minutes, that's good enough to exceed value. That's why I like the Golden State stack. I'm going to work on another lineup with some Golden State on a 6 times value. I don't like the mid tiers today, but there's a lot of 6 times potential in that Golden State game. Liking Power plus Golden State is going to blow them out. I believe the 270s was no Draymond. Yeah, and the last one was no Draymond either. The 51, that was no Draymond. And so was the Portland game. Exactly. No Draymond. Exactly. Trash line. You ain't going to play that line. I got most of my money on that line. I guarantee you I'm playing that line. No Draymond. David West lock. Can't say David West. Too much Dallas. Would Berea play even in a blowout? Or Yogi get those minutes? I'm playing Berea in this lineup that I'm about to make in 2 minutes. Berea old. He won't get. And Wesley Matthews get Klay Thompson. I know Drummond price high, but nobody's going to touch him. I love him. I agree, Daniel. I think the only problem with Drummond is I think Cat can match his numbers and save you a few hundred. We're going to have to wait until the end of the night to cash. Drummond has been a flake. Nobody's on John. I love John Collins. Love Collins. Again, he's foul prone, but I love him tonight. Drummond can do bad against a high school team. Let's see what KD and LBJ look like. All right, let's play around with some lineups, all right? Play around with some lineups. Let's take some different approaches. Why not? Let's play around. Y'all want to see LeBron and KD lineup? If I do that, then I'm stacking that game. That'd probably be the best thing. Throw those two in. You got 4K, and you got a bunch of people in this game that can return. All right, so I got to go McBuckets. I got to go Doug McBuckets because that's my play of the day. And y'all will see. I got y'all on Courtney Lee. I'm going to get y'all on McDuggets, right? Go some McBuckets, right? And then go over to this Golden State. Let me see. Let me just start here. I'm not even going to lock in on the game yet. Let's see. Who's almost guaranteed for 6 times value? I would say throw some Berea in there tonight, man. Don't sleep. Berea good to go. Locking on some Collins. Might have to come off Collins though. Can't lie. Oh man, Yogi. I don't like Yogi. Locking some Dirk. All right. Is McDermott 2-guard eligible or no? Nice forward. Yeah, let's come off Collins. Put some Dirk. Dirk at the center. Who did I like here? Oh man. Our 2 guys, right? Our 2 guys that we're trying to fit in. Bell. Get some Bell in there. Jordan Bell for the low. All right. Dirk is safe for that price. So 28 minutes, he went 4 for 12, 33%. He went 1 for 8 yesterday. That's not gonna happen. I see Dirk. Dirk is putting up 30 points tonight, y'all. Gotta come off Dirk. Dirk's been struggling. Even that 11-point game, 22, 22, 26, 20, 27, 21. Let's come off Dirk. Let's put Bell at the center. Let's make it a real lineup that's really playable, right? Put Bell. And we need some guards. Let's check out some cheap guards that can hit 6 times value for us. Some Devin Harris. Devin Harris been alive. He's been alive. Scary, but all right. I get it. Somebody talk about Bembry. What, we're going to chase this one game of his? The dude just played 16 minutes and put up negative 0.5 points. I don't care what else he did around that. I don't care. All right? Yo. Yo, don't talk to me about no Bembry, man. I'm not playing no Bembry in my lineup. That's not happening. And Collins is back. Less minutes for Bembry. He's back to wherever he came from. No Bembry, man. You got me upset with the Bembry suggestion just now. You just brought it out of me. Let's see. Passing some good names, man. I gotta go Wesley Matthews, man. If I gotta play Beret, I gotta play him and Matthews. All right. And then now, let's put Matthews at the 2. Matthews at the 2. And then now we got 64 that we could potentially play on somebody. So we could pay up a little bit. We could go get our boy Dinwiddie. I could have a Dinwiddie lineup, you know, if I come down off who? Wes Matthews to who? Caspi. There you go. Let me see something. Then we throwing some Caspi. Boom. Then we got 38 for a guard. I don't know. Oh, we got Nikola Katina. I like him. And he plays big minutes. In 22, he did 20. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid stuff, man. No Bembry, guys. Some Nikola Katina. There y'all go. Take a picture of that. I might throw that in a 10-time booster. Dream. I got a feeling. That's a good lineup right there. Let me see how y'all feel about it. My core is Bell, Drummond, Dinwiddie, Porzingis, and Taj. If you believe in patterns, look at Tobias Harris. What's the pattern with him? Talk to me. So what do you see in Tobias? I see that he's struggling from the field, over 7-5, 15, 4 for 12. He's having shooting problems. When they played Atlanta, they played 31 minutes. He only had 28 points. What's the pattern? I don't know. What's the pattern? I don't know. Talk to me. I don't see any patterns. Yo, Bembry had -5 in 16 minutes. I'm not touching him, man. I'm not doing that, man. Devin Harris will get those blowout minutes. It's not going to be a blowout. Yeah, I like Kleber. Last 2 or 3 games, he's averaging over 30 minutes for 3.6. I would take my chances with that. Everyone he's getting. I'm dying, man. I have Lonzo, Dinwiddie, Ingram. Lonzo, Dinwiddie, Ingram, Tobias, Drummond, Bradley, Bell, and Kuzma. I don't like that one too much, but I could see it. I like it. Probably come down from KD for Towns and then upgrade in another spot. Well, the whole point of this lineup was to make a KD LeBron, right? Bo got like 4 bench guys. Not in my main lineup. My main lineup have all starters. This one right here, you talking about? I mean, let me see it. Let me see. Bench. 2 bench guys. Caspi is gonna start, and McBucket is I think he starts, right? I'm not sure. So 1, 2, 3, maybe 3, but yeah, it's risky. Can we try to make a GPP lineup? Too much reaching. How do you keep passing Luke Babbitt? Just kidding. He's a joke. Only guy who can play for you is a kid. Oh, man. Nice lineup, man. Not in a 5-game slate. In a deep GPP. If you have a guy putting up -5 like Bembry, you may as well hand over your credit card to DK. True, gotta get K's and a little GPPS. Nah. I want to show you the lineup that I had before I started getting crazy. My balanced lineup that I had initially, and if Jeremiah wants me to make one of those, is I'm going to show you. I had I didn't have Ball. I was playing it safe. I had some Dinwiddie. I'm gonna tell you who I had in my lineup. I had Porzingis in the lineup originally. I had some Porzingis. Here, I got it right here on my phone. Let me share with you guys a lineup that I had before I saw the vision. My pictures. I had Huolan. I did have Lonzo. I was big on Lonzo. This is what I had. I had Lonzo, Dinwiddie. I had Lonzo, Dinwiddie, Caspi. I had Bell and Porzingis. Oh, I didn't have Towns. I had Towns, Ingram, and Love. I had Ingram. I had Love. And I had Towns at my center. I had Bell. I had Towns. Porzingis way more than Towns in the worst matchup. That sucks. And then I had 5,700 to spend. And I was looking at some Taurean Prince. That's what I was really looking at. I was looking at some Taurean Prince for that price. I had something like this early at one point in the day. In the early stages of my research. And then I had a Porzingis line too. All right, you guys could see if you went to that. Then I had something like this. I had some Dinwiddie, Jimmy Buckets. I had some Caspi and Bell. Caspi and Bell were in all my lineups, man. It's just too much value to not take. The whole of America is going to have that stack. So Caspi and Bell. Then I had some Cauley Stein. I had some Cauley Stein right here. I had Love and Porzingis. And then I had some money left over. I didn't know which direction to kind of go with it. I could have went Wesley Matthews. Crab. Allen Crab is some good consideration. Iguodala. Well, I think I went Matthews. I had a lineup like that. So I had some different looks, but when it all said and done, I went with LeBron and Lonzo going at each other. I went with the Caspi Bell. I went with Dinwiddie at home, Towns in the matchup, Wesley Matthews being hot. And my sleeper pick of the day, man, Doug McBuckets, man. You want some Doug McBuckets in your lineup today. If you have a watching Drummond play makes me sick. Fool be reaching in everywhere. These long arms picking up fouls time. Yeah. Cash games are gonna need LeBron. He could snap though. You never know. I pass. So that's it, man. That's my line. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. This lineup here, this video, probably not doing the contest ready because it's already 5 o'clock. Let's check in with some news, man. I haven't looked at any news this whole video. Let's check in with some news. You see what I be doing, guys? Researching them stats, man. That's how I pick my lineups. Look at some news. Nothing for tonight, right? Jaleel Okafor, a possible debut. Wow. Eaton Mahinmi. Winlow. Nothing for tonight. All this is like, not tonight. Zaza out. Draymond out. It's nothing new. My lineup is pretty set, man. My lineup is pretty set. Good to go. Good luck tonight, everybody. I'm out. Peace. Peace out.